From the NewsTalkSTL studios in St. Louis, it's the Right Mind Show with Todd Schowalter. On tonight's episode, Comedian Chrissie Mayr, Coach Tom Swoboda, and the Right Mind studio band, Mitch Murphy and the Murphy Tones. Now putting the fun in your dysfunctional world, here's your host, Todd Schowalter.
Oh boy, Joey, are y'all excited for Christmas?
This is the last episode before Christmas happens.
Yes,
this
sir.
is the pre-game for Christmas.
Are you giddy? I'm giddy. I can't wait. Do you have one of those elf on a shelf things? When did that whole crap start? Remember they had the elf on a shelf, and so the kids are supposed to be terrified of it because it sees you all the time or something. Why, if I were a kid, you know what I would have done? That thing would have gone right in the garbage disposal.
Fireplace is where I would have put it.
Well, burned it. Yeah, burned it, and then goodbye, you little twerp. Seriously, where did that come about?
I don't know. I think it's one of those children's book things where somebody made a book and then tried to merchandise it.
Yeah.
And now parents are doubling down on this Christmas lie that there's an elf that gets moved every night.
No,
if my kid was that dumb to fall for elf shelf stuff, I would say, yeah, we got to put you in a home or something.
Yeah, no, well, you know what I do? I take it a little bit further. You move the elf all the time. I take my wife, who I can't bring up on the show, and I just did, I move her car keys like once each night so that the next morning she doesn't know where they are. Now, that is a lot more fun than looking for a stupid elf that we're just going to throw in the fireplace.
Blitzen was here. He took your keys and hit him. And then Goofy was in, and Dopey, and Doc.
And now we're talking to Angry. Angry is you. Yeah, you're the angry elf. Can't do that. Boy, did you get all your Christmas shopping done?
Well, what I did was I told people what I wanted, and then if they fulfill their promise, I'll get the stuff on sale on Boxing Day, the 26th. And then I'll say, it was shipped, Amazon, they're on strike, it's in the mail.
Yeah. Well, you made my life very easy, as you well know, because you have it right here. But what was it, Saturday? I already knew what I was going to get you, but then you're not like really a subtle hinter because you actually send me a photo along with where it's from of this duck that was on Amazon flipping people off, and you kind of you didn't even insinuate that you wanted it. You just said, if you are buying gifts, wink, wink, and I couldn't tell that you were winking because it was a text, but that's what I got you. And if everybody was that easy, just gave me the idea and told me basically this is how you buy it, my life would be a lot simpler.
I was looking for stuff that's under $25 for the limit on my family.
Oh.
And then I saw this 3D printed middle finger, like a whole fist with the bird just right there waving, but it just happens to have little legs and a little beak and little eyes and wings on the side.
Yeah.
What the Duck is what I think it's called.
What the Duck.
And I could tell this is perfect for everyone. It makes everyone happy when they see it, and then if you give it to someone, they don't get too mad, even though you're literally giving them the finger.
Well, it's right here in the studio. I mean, I gave it to you, and it is really quite impressive if anybody wants to get one. But the best part, I told you, is once you look for something like that or purchase it, even better, all this other stuff shows up that says, oh, you might also be interested in this. And there was this pack of batteries just by itself with a label that said, gift not enclosed. And I thought that was the funniest dang thing ever, and I bought probably 20 of those.
I was a little kid when I was subscribed to this catalog called Things You Never Knew Existed. And it was pranks and novelties. And now that we're on Amazon, the You Might Also Like tab at the very bottom is that for me. And I'm seeing giant turtle shells bigger than you, 6 feet tall, that you can wear around.
Yeah.
Cat butthole magnets that you put on your fridge.
Got 4.
Simulated bread pillows. Oh,
3
boy.
of those.
I want to squish up against some of that.
Well, you're just going to have
bread.
to wait until your birthday, okay? Because I just bought your present, so don't try to mooch something else out of me. I hate that Paul McCartney Christmas carol song. I've been listening to Christmas carols to get into the Christmas spirit. Can you tell how giddy I am? Do I look like I'm a Christmas elf? Am I all dressed for Christmas? No, I'm not. I'm wearing my usual outfit. But I'm trying to listen to Christmas carols, okay, which, by the way, they don't come out with new Christmas carols. They're always, every year since I think I was 2, it's the same Christmas carol. And one of them is that Paul McCartney thing. I swear to you, I almost jumped out of the car on Highway 270, which I do all the time anyway because there's so much bad construction there. But I mean, if I hear that song, do you know what I'm talking about? Do you know which song I'm talking about?
I'm looking at the lyrics right now, and it says, "Party's on, spirits up, we're here tonight, that's enough."
Stop.
And then simply having a wonderful
stop.
Christmas time, repeat 17 times.
Oh, it is like fingernails on a chalkboard. And I want to tell you what happened to me to make matters worse.
Paul McCartney? What rhymes with ding and dong?
Stop it,
Ding
I tell
and dong,
you.
those are good lyrics,
No,
eh?
please, don't. Stop. He and Ed Sheeran, but Ed Sheeran doesn't sing the dang song. I am at the glow. Okay, remember I was telling you about that with the family? We're outside of the Botanical Gardens, which, by the way, if you want to go see plants and flowers and stuff like that, night is not a good time to go.
But they're very depressed at night.
Yeah,
very droopy.
It's very dark, and I'm thinking this is just a big scam to get people in at night to
Chlorophyll.
the Botanical Garden.
Like borophyll.
Well, I'm going to finish the story about Paul McCartney because he started blaring that song at the Botanical Glow, and you know what I did? I started kicking shrubberies in the dark. I kicked them as hard as I could, and I think I picked up a fake poinsettia and threw it in a moat.
More like aloe, and then bam, kick an aloe plant. Somebody catches it in the eye, break the aloe open to heal the wounds.
Time. Oh gosh, I feel like I'm all getting angry now. I got to get back in the Christmas spirit. Do you like Christmas cookies?
A little bit. You know, there's always cookies around, and then they're always surrounded by garbage cookies at the same time.
Like what?
What's the ones that are like the snowball cookies? Don't they have a dirty name like wedding cookie?
I was going to say, those are the only ones I kind of like.
You kind of like those?
Sort of. But guess what? That's how I found out I'm allergic to walnuts.
Exactly. That's why I don't like them. I have a bit of a nut allergy, I think.
Oh, yeah. Well, I was seriously. We go to this dinner. It's like a holiday have-to-do type of thing every year. And I had a walnut at this thing about 2 years ago. I'm sitting next to my now daughter-in-law. I don't know why she wanted to be my daughter-in-law when she watched my head grow to the size.
And there's more in the wing waiting to take her place.
I don't know. But my head, you know what? It was a Christmas dinner, but everybody thought it was Halloween because I ate a walnut on my salad while they put it on that, and my head turned into a pumpkin.
It doesn't make my head into a pumpkin, but it feels like I'm swallowing razor blades, so I think it's a little bit like I should chew more, A, and also I may have a slight intolerance instead of an allergy.
I don't know. Well, she started grabbing her stomach, saying, I think I have to go outside. I'm allergic to walnuts, too. And I said, hey, you think I'm allergic to walnuts? Because at that point, I didn't even know. I was just like, Mr. Pumpkinhead. And it's like, what happened to Todd? He doesn't realize it's Christmas instead of Halloween. But going back to your story about the wedding cookies, also known as snowballs, I can't enjoy them anymore because they have walnuts in them.
I just Googled types of Christmas cookies, and it said the top 90 Christmas cookies. And it reminded me, some people just want to get on the list. You know, if you discover a thing, maybe they'll name it after you.
Like
and
what?
Whoever did the Frosted Flake Goop cookie, it's just Frosted Flakes on a pan, and then there's some goop on top of it, and that's a cookie, apparently.
Oh.
Those are the laziest ones that I am offended by when I see them. That's not even nutrition right there.
Anything special besides this duck that you hope to get for Christmas?
You know, I am really into rewatching old movies now that my TV is 3 feet from my face and it's 80 inches wide.
Yeah.
It's like rewatching films for the first time. So I want all the 4Ks of the classic movies, and I've got the surround sound hooked up, and I just want to hear gunshots coming at me from every angle at 1 a.m. while my girl's trying to sleep upstairs. And I got the subwoofer cranked up, and it kind of rocks her to sleep a little bit, so she doesn't mind it too much.
Really? Well, that's a good... Well, everybody that lives in my house, I mean, we have Juice the dog, and so that's all the mayhem that we need, who, by the way, is now with us. But that was a great story. You just got me thinking about subwoofers, and I thought of Juice the dog.
Well, speaking of things that are neutered, my girlfriend's dad...
He's neutered?
He's the one that's been neutered because he used to really be into surround sound systems and stereo systems. And he's got these giant front speakers that are, 3 feet tall and made of solid wood. And he never gets to use them anymore because he's got a wife. That's all you need to know.
That's all you need to know.
She's retired. She goes to bed at 8 o'clock, and he's got to watch everything with the captions on. He can't go above 12. Like every TV has their volume. He's like,
oh, sure.
She yells from the bedroom, like, are you above 12? You better turn it back down to 12.
Oh, that sounds just like a wife, too. I won a wife battle, by the way. Are you ready to hear this little story?
A wife battle? Is that like battle bots where two wives fighting until their heads pop off?
It's like Rock'em Robots, but it's like it's not physical because that would be wrong. But my wife, she wanted to go to this, Hallmark experience at the 9 Mile, whatever the heck, food court, whatever it is. And she, do you want to go? I'm like, no, I don't want to go. I don't want to watch Hallmark, period. Apparently they have this giant Hallmark thing at this 9 Mile. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, it's the food court that people drive to and then buy food at not cheaper prices, and then you wait in really long lines.
Yeah,
if I were to predict, I bet you they had a snow globe you can go inside and take your picture inside.
I have no idea because I said this sounds stupid. If there's anything dumber than seeing a Hallmark show is seeing it live or however you're going to do it. She goes, no, it's going to be wonderful. I'm taking my friend Stacy with me, and we're going because you won't go with me. And I said, you know what I said? I go, it's going to be really dumb. I really promise you that. I really promise you that. I really meant that I promised. And guess what happened when she came home? She goes, that was kind of dumb. I go, I told you so, and I won the battle.
I know they have a 100-foot-tall TV screen out there, but it's super blocky and pixelated. It's like 12 of those CRT TVs kind of stitched together.
Yeah.
So if they were just showing a Hallmark movie, which is already garbage,
right,
and then you can't hear the sound or the dialogue at the same time because everyone's talking and ordering their grilled cheese sandwiches for $15, it does sound terrible.
Well, and I told her when she got home, I go, look, I watched the entire season of Hallmark. She goes, you did not. I go, well, I watched the first 5 minutes, and that's pretty much the plot of every single one with the same actors and the same stories and the same location. So I watched the whole season by watching 5 minutes.
You know, Hallmark is based out of Kansas City, Missouri. They have the Crown Plaza with all those hotels, and they do it up nice for Christmas. Maybe that would be a romantic gesture to take her there and then, find out she has a twin sister who's a princess that is being proposed to in Neverlandia or whatever the plot of all these stupid movies are.
I promised to take her to Applebee's for riblet night.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Better than the McRib. I mean, you got a tip when you go to Applebee's. We need to get a professional comedian on the show, Stat.
Well, we have one. And by the way, we've got Chrissie Mayr coming on to talk about our kid, Frank, that is getting older as we speak. And she's got a great podcast, by the way. It's got a lot more listeners than you and I have currently, I think, have at this point.
She's allowed to cuss. I think that's why. It's edgier than us.
Yeah, I guess so. But she's going to come on. And then we also got Coach Tom coming in. We got Admiral Andy, who's promised to make an appearance, but we never know. And then we may just get an address update from my cousin who blew us off last week. But he didn't really blow us off. He just forgot or something like that. But, yeah, we got a big show. Mm-hmm. Yeah, a big holiday show. And then we're not going to play the Paul McCartney song one time.
I hope not. I don't even have it downloaded. There's no way we could even get the rights to it.
We're not going to do it. But we are going to do a lot more when we come back. In the meantime, I'm Todd Schowalter, along with my bestest buddy, Joey B. Mitch, doing absolutely nothing in the background. This is The Right Mind Show. It's the holiday show. We'll be right back.
Merry Christmas!
Coming up next on The Right Mind Show with Todd Schowalter, comedian Chrissie Mayr on life as a new mom.
Are you like me and you like great books? Well, I found a place that has a lot of great books. A traditional publisher right up in Macon County, Deep Read Press. DeepReadPress.com, that's the website to find out exactly what they have. And again, they got traditional books. They are a traditional publisher. Deep Read Press does a lot of things that I particularly like, and most of them has to do with great books. So if you're looking for a publisher to publish, or if you're just looking for a place to find a lot of great books, it's Deep Read Press at DeepReadPress.com.
Welcome back to The Right Mind Show with Todd Schowalter on NewsTalkSTL. And now a man who once got so nervous meeting Santa that his mom started calling him the Christmas sweater, Todd Schowalter.
And we're back. I'm Todd Schowalter, along with my buddy Joey V. And on the line now is our favorite comedian, actually our favorite person altogether because nobody else likes us, Chrissie Mayr. How are you, Chrissie? What's going on? And how's baby Frank?
Oh, my God. I missed you guys. I'm doing good. I don't know if I can say the same for my boobs.
Sure.
They're just tired. They're tired, Todd.
Your boobs are tired? Why?
They're working hard. This breastfeeding is no joke. My boobs have gotten more action these last 8 months than in my whole, 29 wink years of life.
Wow, that sounds kind of hot, but not. Well, at least somebody's getting lucky. Good. Well, I'm happy for you. That's fantastic. How old is baby Frank now? Is he, about 6 months?
He's 8 months old now, and he has started biting me, which will be even more fun when his teeth come in.
Oh, yeah, that will be fun because, my son's got a puppy, okay? And not that baby Frank is like a puppy, but they're both young. But puppies have these sharp little teeth, and I was thinking to myself, I sure am glad babies aren't born with sharp little teeth because that would really be painful and annoying, don't you think?
Yes, but I still put his food on the floor in a dish. People say that's inhumane.
Oh, do you have any pictures?
Really hungry, he'll find it.
Oh, that's okay. I won't tell Family Services if you won't. That'll be our secret.
Hopefully they're not listening.
So how's life different for you now? I mean, now that you're a mom and all that, have you kind of let yourself go, got in the minivan and text all the time? Okay.
I've very much let myself go.
Great.
My body is not back to where it was, and I think I'm just going to say I just had a baby, even though it was 8 months ago. I mean, how much longer, Todd, do you think I can get away with this excuse? Like 1 or 2 more
I know.
years or so? What are we thinking?
No, I know people have done that for decades. Yeah, and their kids are all grown and gone. I think you can milk this thing, pardon the pun, as long as you like. Yeah.
Oh, good. What a relief.
I'm sure you look great. I got a question, though. I love your podcast, and it's doing quite well. And, I watch it, and I have questions after each one. I take down little notes. And the last show that you just had, you kept bringing, there was like some type of terminology that Sweeney, who's it? What's her name? Like the girl?
Sydney Sweeney.
Sydney Sweeney, who I think is
Sydney
cute.
Sweeney?
Yeah. You kept saying people are calling her a mid, an MID. Call me old, but I don't know what a mid is. What the heck is a mid?
A mid, Todd, it's these kids and their new slang. I blame Gen Z for everything these days. I guess
Gen Z? No, wait. Is Gen Z the guy that's like with P. Diddy for like the sexual stuff?
Yeah, that's Jay-Z. I mean, Gen Z, which is everybody that's, I guess, I don't know, younger than 25. I don't know.
Okay. So what is it?
So it just means like you're middle of the road. Actually, I'm going to Google it right now. What is the definition of mid?
Mid.
It's a TikTok slang. Wow.
TikTok. Now, what is that? Is that like a breakfast pastry?
Mid is used to describe something or someone as below average or low quality. It can be used as an insult or to oppose the opinion of another.
Oh, so I'm mid. So am I? I'm mid. Okay.
I too am mid. Yeah, it's a replacement for boring, not good, mediocre, low quality.
Oh, I'm going to get my license plate to say mid. That's me exactly. Does it also say goes to bed at 9 o'clock and like can't sleep and things? I mean, that's basically me. Wow.
Yeah, I'm going to get my license plate to say like mid-mom or something.
Mid-mom. I like it. Well, I'm just going to do mid because that way it's easier to spell, I think. Well, what else is going on? You got the show. You got Baby Frank. Yes. Have you told your husband that Baby Frank is ours yet?
No, I'm waiting for the right time to break it to him. Like we really share the parenting. Like we kind of split all the chores. Like I breastfeed because he can't.
Yeah.
And he sleeps. He sleeps because I can't. So it's really divvied up nice and equally. I don't sleep at all, is what I'm trying to say.
Well, that's a trick, I mean, that's a husband trick. I mean, because I remember when my kids, were, I don't know, like 14, 15. No, they were younger. I mean, I would just, I would hold them and I had the bottle and I'd fall asleep and you can't fall asleep while you're doing this. Let me do it. And then, then I would sleep from then on. So I think he's got that pegged. I think he may have read my book. Have you heard about my book? It's called Mid.
No, you have a book? I thought you had a book called
Mid.
This is just like on your phone. It says Never Give Up, the Idiot's Guide to Being President. That's funny.
Oh, yeah, that's true. And it actually did work with Joe. I mean, what do you think of that whole thing? You think we're going to have any sanity now going into the new year? I mean, I don't know what Joe's going to do, but I'm hoping we at least, we don't have to, deal with people in the wrong bathrooms from now on.
Yeah, I'm sort of sad that the weekend at Biden's is finally coming to an end.
Oh, I know.
I wonder if he's going to keep, all the drugs they've had him on all these years.
I don't know. I mean, they certainly do keep his eyes open, don't they? I mean, that guy, I don't think he blinks. I thought either he's on drugs or they shaved his eyelashes. Or they're not his eyelids off or something because he doesn't blink.
I bet he can't wait to be done, and so he can just be like on a beach sipping Metamucil with his feet up.
Yeah,
he doesn't have to pretend anymore.
Well, he's been doing that for about 3 years, hasn't he?
Oh yeah,
pretty much.
He's tired. There was a leak inside from like an insider from the White House that actually said like he's dead already. Like I mean,
he's
not
dead.
But like mentally dead. They're saying like he's completely gone. And they're not even hiding it anymore.
Yeah, that's kind of like I think he's been that way ever since he was. I don't really. Do you think he's even the president? I mean, who do you think is calling the shots? I mean, seriously, it's not him. So who is it? I mean, I have no idea who it could be. Do you have any idea?
It's someone in the deep state, Todd. It's nobody that would ever socialize with either of us. Yeah, they're very important, very secretive people.
Do you think it's Sydney Sweeney?
I think Sydney Sweeney is actually the head of the deep state, and she's starting all this mid-propaganda against herself to seem like a victim.
I guess so. Now, she's the one, wasn't she? She's like the one that was on that, Joey, what show was that? There was like, come on, it was like they're all on an island or something. And,
Gilligan's Island?
No, not Gilligan, but she has like big boobs, doesn't she?
It is Euphoria is the show she was on, but that wasn't on an island.
Euphoria.
Oh, Euphoria. Okay, Euphoria about boobs. Okay,
she has big eyes.
Big eyes. Maybe that's why they're calling her mid, because they don't. Maybe they're jealous of her. I don't know. That's crazy. Huh. Well, now but this isn't the Sydney Sweeney show. This is our show. Okay, Chrissy. When are you going back? When are you going back on tour?
Oh gosh, maybe next year. After the baby gets like a little bit older, after he gets a job and starts pulling his weight a little bit around the house, that would be good.
Yeah. Are you going to be a soccer mom? Are you going to be one of those? Are you looking forward to that? Because it's kind of, it's fun for a while, but then you have to cart your kid all over the place and pretend like, they're good athletes. Are you going to be one of those moms?
Well, he's already signed up for swimming lessons. I know. It
really?
Seems like he might be too young, but yeah, he's going to start swimming lessons next month. And I guess the goal is to get the baby to a place where like you can just dunk them under for a moment or two.
Right.
It seems crazy, but I just want to get it to a place where like he can sort of swim or float if he falls in.
Oh, that's good because flotation devices, they don't make them that for those little kids, I don't think. But as far as swimming, he's with the boys, right? He's not like participating on the girls' team to get ahead, is he?
No, I mean I'll be in the water with him because he's only 8 months.
Oh, okay. Well, that's very nice. So what's the biggest surprise?
My goal is definitely eventually to have him swim on the girls' swim team so he wins first place all the time.
Well, that's just it. That's what you do. That's the new strategy. You just say, if you're not good enough in baseball or anything, you just join the girls' swim team and you got it made. You get medals and all kinds of stuff. Yeah, that stuff's
like
all going.
The old saying goes, if you can't beat them, join the girls' team.
I think I'm writing that down. Can you hear the scribbling? Because along with being a mid, that's going to be my new slogan. Yeah. Well, what's the biggest change? I mean, because everybody says when you get. How long have you been married? Let me ask.
Since June of 2023, so a year and a half.
Okay, see, nothing. Now, at least for me, when you get married, nothing really changes. I mean, it's like, okay, well, now we're official. But when you have a kid, I mean, overnight, boom, everything is totally out the window. Everything is different. Have you gone through that where you're like, what the hell happened? I mean, it's like everything is overnight. It's a whole new life.
Yeah, you just have. I mean, it's the best thing ever. I wouldn't trade it for anything.
Sure.
He's the absolute best, cutest thing ever. But yeah, all the time that you had for yourself, like for going to the bathroom, showering, going to the gym, like that's all gone. You have to like sneak it in where you can. And motherhood is like a fairy tale in reverse. Like you begin in like this beautiful wedding gown, and then you're like the belle of the ball, but then you end up in stained rags cleaning up after people.
That's right.
Begging for a scrap of bread.
But that's kind of hot too, especially if you're a mid like me. Yeah. Well, I mean, are you going to have more kids? I mean, is this one and done? Are you looking forward to are you going to have a whole brood?
Gosh, I don't know. Well, if Giselle can do it at 44, did you hear she got knocked up?
No, what?
By her, she left Tom Brady. Remember she was with Tom Brady?
Oh, yeah.
And she was cheating on him with her jiu-jitsu instructor, and then she was like, oh, it's nothing, you don't have to worry about it, and poof, now he's knocked her up. So guess what, he did have to worry about it.
Well, that's a kind of a jiu-jitsu. I don't think they taught me that move when I was doing it, because I think that would have gotten me in jail. I mean, did she know that she was being jiu-jitsu'd?
Yeah, she was fully jiu-jitsu'd, but kind of amazing that at 44, she got pregnant still. So
wow.
There's hope for everybody.
What do you think the biggest thing we can look forward to when Trump takes office? Mine just is sanity.
I'm excited for sanity. I'm excited for groceries to get a little bit cheaper.
Yeah. I'll wait for Frank to get older.
Oh, little Frankie's got to get a job already.
Yeah,
but I'm excited for possibly inflation to go down. I'm excited for maybe like the illegals to be deported.
Yeah.
Like I just heard this today that the Train de Aragua gang, like the Venezuelan gang is fighting with our gang. So
it's like the West Side Story.
Yeah, I want our gangs to just be left alone so they can do their thing and not be unbothered by these other competing gangs. But apparently they took over another apartment building in Aurora, Colorado. It's like held these people hostage, like tied them up and stuff. So it's like, leave that to our gangs,
Yeah.
They're stealing their jobs.
Yeah, really. I mean, that's so rude, don't you think? I mean, if I were,
very rude.
I would go on strike if I were the other gang. I was going to say we're not going to be gangs anymore until we get things put together, because they're coming in, they're taking our gang jobs, and that's got to stop.
Yeah.
Wow.
They're coming in like gangbusters.
Gangbusters. I like that. That's almost as good as mid-dim. Wow. Well, before we go, what is in store for Frank's and yours and, the first big Christmas as a family? What do you got planned?
What we're going to do is we're going to get all my clothes out from pre-pregnancy, and I'm just going to watch me try them on and see what pants I can fit into. No, we're just going to be chilling. I'm going to be baking cookies and eating them and wrapping gifts because I learned I'm a very good gift wrapper, Todd. I learned everything that I know from watching the gays at Papyrus in New York City. I would put
Gay
my
pirates?
face on the window. For real. Do you know the card store Papyrus?
Yeah. No. What is this?
What?
No.
There's a card store. It's like you can buy cards there. It's called Papyrus. It may have gone out of business, but like years ago when I worked in New York City, around Christmas time, I would watch the gays who worked at Papyrus wrap gifts, and I would just put my head against the window and I learned all their tips and tricks. So now my rapping is like elf level. So I'm very, very good at rapping.
Well, what is the secret to homosexual gift wrapping? I mean, is there a special kind?
The secret is plenty of lube. No, the secret is to just not have so much extra paper. You gotta cut away the extra paper. You can't have it all like folded up like a lunch bag.
Well, that's half the fun. I wad it all up and I put a piece of tape and I tape the ball to it. That's how you do it. But that's how you know you'll know that I'm a straight mid, though, because that's how I wrap my presents. Well, I'm looking forward to getting your card because you asked me what my address was and I had to give you the one. It's not my prison address.
I sent it yesterday.
Oh, I can't wait because nobody ever sends me anything, Chrissy. That's really going to be a highlight.
You're on the inside trust circle now. Only 100 people or so get the Christmas card. So you're very lucky.
Well, that probably costs you all of Baby Frank's college tuition. I don't even know what stamps are now. Anything else before we head off? Any stuff we can look forward to on the show, or how can we get see your podcast on? I see it on YouTube.
It's called the Chrissie Mayr Podcast. You can subscribe on YouTube. I just hit 100,000 subscribers, so that's very, very exciting. And you can watch me every Friday on Friday Night Tights on YouTube. That's a show. And then I do a show called Simpcast every Sunday night at 9 p.m. Eastern on YouTube as well. And that's like a fun panel of other funny ladies.
Yeah, that's great too, because I would say that I don't know if that's the one I was just watching with the Mid and Sydney Sweeney and all that too, but it's like I said, it's not only entertaining, funny, it's also very informative. And then if people don't understand something on your show, they can be like me and actually get you on the phone to explain it. Correct?
Yes.
Okay. Well, we'll put a disclaimer that may not be true. But, hey, at least we can do it. But thanks so much for explaining all this stuff to me, and I really hope you have a fantastic holiday, and I hope my present for Baby Frank shows up because, the ball glove, I mean, it's going to be a little bit too big for him, but I can't wait to go have a catch with him.
Oh, I hope you have a better than mid-Christmas.
Oh, I'm going to get that license plate, and I'm going to send it to you. I'm going to show you a picture. I'm a mid, dang it. Well, thank you, Chrissy. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Todd.
We'll talk to you see you in 25.
Okay, you too. Bye.
Bye-bye. Oh, it's Chrissie Mayr. She's great. Have you ever watched her podcast? It's really quite funny. I mean, she's growing as far as her listenership and all that. She's really doing stuff right. And I keep saying, maybe she should have us on the show to really boost her numbers through the stratosphere.
Mm-hmm. I was seeing which of her clips had the most views of recent, and it looks like her talking trash about Joy Reid really got a bunch of views. And that must feel really good when you can talk about something you're passionate about, like hating Joy Reid, and then other people agree with you.
Well, I don't. Do you like Joy Reid?
I prefer with the wig. When she has the no wig and she's completely unfiltered, she's a little terrifying.
Yeah. No. And she said, talk about. I'm not going to get too political here, but that woman is just a racist. I mean, she's not very nice. She says very mean things about white people. It's not that I'm offended, because nothing really offends me, but I don't think, if the tables were turned, that would go over too well. Do you?
I know a bunch of annoying white people, so I'm probably on her side.
Okay, back to holidays talk now. Okay. Well, when we come back, we're going to have even more fun, because in the building with us to give us his football highlights, he's a big guy now with the University of Illinois. I don't know if they're going bowling, so to speak, but we'll find out. But Coach Tom is going to be joining us. Admiral Andy might be on the line. We don't know. We got my cousin coming up. This is a big show, a big holiday show, and we're going to keep it going when we come back. In the meantime, I'm Todd Schowalter, along with my bestest buddy, Joey V. This is The Right Mind Show. We'll be right back.
Coming up next on The Right Mind Show with Todd Schowalter, Admiral Andy, Coach Tom, and Cousin Jeff, the Christmas King. Welcome back to The Right Mind Show with Todd Schowalter on NewsTalkSTL. And now a man who knows it's much classier to wrap Christmas gifts in 2 Walmart bags because one is still a little too see-through, Todd Schowalter.
And we're back. I'm Todd Schowalter, along with my bestest buddy, Joey V., and my other bestest buddy, along with Chrissie Mayr, who was just with us. He's back from deployment, Joey. He's docked the submarine. He's on the line. The Admiral Andy. How have you been, my friend? Tell us, what have you been up to in the 18 years that we haven't spoken with you?
Oh, my goodness. So what haven't I been up to? The baseball season for my son was in full swing. He was playing on 2 teams, and I was umpiring, plus podcasting and doing a bunch of other crap.
Now, tell us more about what you've got going on with the show, what we can look forward to, and how people can see it if they haven't yet.
Well, the show's titled Nothing's Off the Table. We are on every Friday night at 8 p.m. Local time here. And we've had many wonderful guests. As a matter of fact, coming up, we had, I don't know if you're familiar with the Savannah Bananas baseball team.
Oh,
but,
yeah. They're coming to Busch Stadium soon.
Yeah.
It's very exciting.
They are. And, what's exciting about that is that we had the dancing umpire on our show.
Who? The dancing
umpire. Yeah, Vince Chapman. Clearly you haven't watched enough Banana Ball. They're coming in April, and there's I'm going to let the cat out of the bag. There's a pretty doggone good chance that I may have the opportunity to umpire that game.
Oh, fantastic. Are you talking about you, Admiral Andy, at Busch Stadium umpiring a game? Because we all want to come see that.
Absolutely.
Can I play first base?
No.
Can I play second base?
So you can watch.
Oh, okay. All right.
No, it's I'm really excited for the opportunity. Hopefully things go through. Keep your fingers crossed for me. For those that don't or know about Banana Ball, it's a wonderful organization. They've got a bunch of minor league players in there, some ex-pros, and some people equate it to the Harlem Globetrotters of baseball, but that's truly not the case because it's not scripted. The Globetrotters win every game. The Bananas don't always win. As a matter of fact, they lost the championship last year. But it's really unique. They've taken baseball and they've incorporated some exciting rules in and taken some of the boring rules out. So,
okay.
For example,
which is basically everything.
Right. A batter can steal first base, believe it or not. So if there is a wild pitch or a pass ball, they can run and they can steal first. Now, the thing is, if they steal first, they have to keep going until all the players on the team touch the ball, and then they can be called out. It's fascinating. Another example is if there's a foul ball and a fan catches it cleanly, it's an out.
Oh, wow. So a fan could actually be part of the game.
And that's their whole premise is they want to have the fan involvement. They're in, even during the games, but before the games and after the games, they're in the stands, they're greeting fans, signing autographs, and their goal is to have the total fan experience. Another thing I've just actually recently been asked to become a board member for an organization that what we do is we take individuals that are trying to get in the military that for whatever reason, maybe they did not do well on their ASVAB, that may be a little bit overweight or having trouble with physical exercise.
Mm-hmm.
We take them in. It's a nonprofit. We tutor them. We get them up to speed on their ASVAB. We provide mentorship, training. We get them back into shape. We help them with their diet and help them lose weight. And it's a fantastic organization.
Yeah, that's really that is. What's the name of the organization?
American Warrior Festival. You can find them online there.
Okay.
And we do wonderful things for not only the police but the veterans as well. We'll put on shows like music festivals and things of that nature. We also get them involved around the country through we collaborate with local MMA gyms. So we'll get them in there. We have a deal with them where they can come in and they can train there. They can get in shape and they can learn all kinds of things. We have a marksmanship program for them. It's a fantastic organization.
That sounds fantastic. And like I say, you got a lot of stuff on your plate. You're doing a lot of stuff. You got the show. You've got all this stuff going. But again, if people want to watch your show, which they can do on Facebook, I guess what other is it on YouTube too? Or I believe it's
we're on Facebook. We're on YouTube, Kick, Twitch, Rumble, and Twitter or X, whatever we're calling it now.
And it's Nothing Off the Table.
Nothing's off the table. That's correct.
Sounds good, my friend. Well, I can't wait to see you in the new year. I wish you a happy holiday, Merry Christmas, and all the other good stuff that goes with it. And thanks for joining us, and good to have you back.
Thanks for having me, fellas. I look forward to seeing you all next year.
Yeah, you're going to. Even if we have to grab you from the submarine and bring you in here, okay?
Come do it. Come do it.
All right, buddy. Take care. Bye-bye.
Love you.
All right, bye.
You know what time it is. What day is it, Joey?
It's a great day for
football. In the studio, in the stadium, in the house is the coach himself, Coach Tom. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing great, man. I love it. I love the passion and the fervor you guys have with that. Every day is a great day for football.
Tell us, what is going on? You've been with the University of Illinois this season.
Yep.
They've done a great job, all thanks to you, Coach Tom.
Yeah.
What is happening?
You know what? It's kind of a nice downtime right now.
Yeah.
I say downtime. I've had long snapping camps the last 2 weeks.
That's right.
I've been had a camp here 2 weeks ago. I had a camp in Chicago last week. So that's going real well. The regular lessons here in St. Louis will start up next week, 28th, and then we'll go, all year round.
Right.
I've got once a month in 2025, I'll have a mini camp, if you will, here in St. Louis. So we'll have kids from all over the Midwest come for that.
Yeah.
So it's a really good opportunity to come and really learn a lot and get to show off a little bit with other guys from around the state and around the area.
Because it's a specialty. Oh, go ahead, Joey.
Yeah.
Did you see that game on Thanksgiving with the Chiefs?
Yeah.
Long snapper gets tapped on the side, snaps it, hits the quarterback right in the chest while he's not looking.
Yep.
I thought if Coach Tom was there, could have saved that whole game. The
Yep,
Chiefs are 42-0 this year. They could have been down 1 against, I think, the Raiders or something.
Right.
Yeah, it was another
If Coach
team.
Tom was there to tell him, you know what, wait till the QB's looking at you.
Do you know what he's talking about? Because I do.
Yeah, I do. And it's crazy because quarterbacks have to be alert, man.
I know.
Yeah, they do.
We're snapping it whenever we can.
Yeah.
I didn't blame the snapper at all on that, actually.
Snapper heads.
Yeah, because you get a ready, and it's all on the snapper.
Right.
Ready, and then snapper snaps it when he feels.
So
ready
rightly,
to snap
so you're placing the blame on the quarterback. That was
Absolutely.
not the snapper's fault.
No, it's never
okay.
snapper's
Well,
fault.
Of course, you got to stick up for your guys
exactly.
here. Well, how did you got the Battlehawks coming up here pretty soon too, don't you?
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to that.
When's it start?
Our first game is going to be March 28th.
Okay.
I can't tell you where it's going to be yet because I haven't actually seen the schedule.
Okay.
But here's the great part. We're going to get an extra home game.
Really?
At the Dome. San Antonio, apparently there's construction and things going on, kind of like in the building here.
Oh, yeah. That's been going on longer than the pyramids, by the way.
Yeah.
They built the pyramids, I think, over a period of 1,000 years. I mean, the reconstruction, the remodeling, or whatever the heck they're doing to this building, I'm pretty sure will last way past after you and I are long gone.
Yeah, it was fun trying to get in the building today.
It always
definitely
is.
interesting.
It always is. And they're painting the building, the outside, not to get away from your story, but it's a brick building for those of us, because you can't see the building on the radio because it's all audio. audio. But they're painting it white for some reason. I think they're doing it with that whiteout stuff you used to use, like doing typewriters, because I think it's taken them how many years to paint this building so far? About 10 years they've been working on this?
The foreman actually died. Now they're on a fifth man now.
Oh, okay. I guess it's toxic in here, too. So you may want to hold your nose. Yeah.
Yeah, it feels toxic. But,
okay. But back to you.
Yeah, so they're doing construction down in San Antonio on their dome or refurbishing it, whatever they're doing. It wasn't in good shape the last time I was there. But so San Antonio is going to play their home game up here with us.
Really?
So we'll have 6 home games at the Dome.
Will that be confusing for them? I mean, are they going to wonder, this doesn't look like the Alamo?
You know what's really interesting about it? Guys love coming to St. Louis for a game.
Yeah.
Because we're gonna throw 40,000 crazy people in the stands.
Sure.
So it feels like a real football game.
Yeah.
The other places they're not getting 40,000. I went down our last away game down in Arlington last year.
Yeah.
And I think they had about 6,000 people in the stands.
Oh, that's not good.
And it just feels different.
It kind of feels like you're in like high school or something.
Or a COVID game or something.
A COVID game.
Remember those?
Oh, yeah, in the bubble.
Yeah.
In the bubble. Well, the Dome, they have a new field now.
It's beautiful too. Yeah.
I haven't seen it, but they kind of needed one. They got a lot of bad press for that, didn't they, Joey? Like that. What I think. Well, it kind of looked like my lawn. I mean, people are making a big deal about it, and I thought, why are they making such a big deal? That looks like my lawn.
Yeah.
They said it looks awful, and they replaced it for you.
Yeah, there were dead spots in it, and it was not even living grass. It was horrible.
I don't have living grass either, and it is real grass. Now, you've come in here, and you've got your football, as you always do. That's great.
Absolutely.
Like I said, I'm glad you're not a bowler, because I think, well, if you were, we'd accept that too. But you always carry your football, and if you were a bowler, you'd have a bowling ball. But you're not. But you did come in with 3 bags of chips, and they look very festive, and this packaging is very, how would you explain it, Joey? Potato chippy?
Tartan? Are you familiar with the Scottish people and their plaids that represent their family heritage?
Well, let me tell you, the reason I brought the chips in
tell us.
is last time I was on, you had this great idea about putting chips in a ball.
Yes.
To where if you had a sensor and chips in the ball, it would tell when the first down actually happened. You wouldn't have to measure
remembered.
It. So I thought, great chance to bring in some Conn's potato chips.
That is Conn's potato chips.
Yeah.
And we're going to put those in the football today.
Yeah. And that's how it'll work.
They make that chippy noise you come to expect from Conn's.
Well,
sweet mesquite barbecue, and the expiration date is actually 2025. All the stuff I usually buy is like 1964 or something like that. This is great. So these are not going to kill you if you eat them.
Absolutely not. In fact, I brought 2 of my favorite flavors in. I brought the Southern Heat, and the sweet mesquite.
The sweet mesquite. Should we try one of these, Joey?
You guys got to light those up. They're amazing.
People love chewing on Mike on the air.
While you're eating, while you're eating, I'll take over the show here. Buddy of mine,
got mesquite flavor.
Yeah, they're amazing. And,
wow, these don't have they have walnuts in them. Oh my gosh, Joey, where to start? I think am I a pumpkin?
Oh look, they're round on the side and high in the middle. I think they're from Ohio.
Oh,
they are from Ohio. Yeah, my buddy.
Those are tasty.
Yeah, my buddy Tom George from Conn's Potato Chips.
Okay,
they've got, holy cow, he sends me, a fix when I need it. And
fantastic.
These are amazing, and you can order them.
Where do you get these?
You can order them online.
Okay,
Conn's Chips.
It's like CONNS. It's kind of like when I was in prison.
2 N's.
Two N's. Okay. Oh, those are good.
Yeah.
Those are very good.
They're amazing. Yeah.
Wow.
So I brought those for you guys. Merry Christmas.
Did you bring anything else, like a sandwich or anything? Because a sandwich would go great with these chips.
You know what? What I should have brought, and I didn't have much left because I've been eating them. He sent me a bunch of beef jerky. They've got.
I love a good jerky.
Yeah. Joey wouldn't know about that. He's not married yet. So, but
that's true. He did. See, now he does comedy too. He's comedy coach Tom. Guess who we're going to now? We're going to call my cousin as you're sitting here, because he was supposed to be on the show last week, but we had a little bit of a mix-up. Okay. And so he has a giant Christmas display that he's going to tell us about briefly, because we gave him a lot of time last week, even though he wasn't on the show. His name's Jeff, and we're going to let him ask some questions.
Jeff Uhlemeyer, king of the Christmas lights. He's actually been on Fox 2 talking about the Christmas lights.
We're going to see if he answers. He didn't answer the phone last time.
Okay.
On the line.
I'm here. I'm actually out here working on the railroad.
Okay. Well, I don't know if you listened to last week's show or the replay, but we really talked you up, and I'm sure the place is packed as a result. But we're sitting here. We've got Coach Tom. We got Joey. You've got me. We can't wait to hear how everything is going on Rails of Fun and everything you've got going. Tell us about it, Jeff.
Well, I'll tell you what, especially the last, except for last night. Last night was a little light, but the 3 or 4 nights before that, each night has been a single night record as far as donations go.
Okay, well, you can thank us for that. Or not.
You guys apparently did a very good job.
We did.
The last 3 nights.
We dropped people off there, and there was like a Ted Drew's truck. They were all going to go visit Ted Drew's. We hijacked it, dropped them all in front of your place, and we said, you're not getting back on the bus unless you give Jeff a donation. So it worked.
Well, it worked fine.
Good deal. Good deal. Now, here's the thing. We got to let people know, how can they, because we talked it up a lot, but a couple of people said we don't understand how to actually get there. So if they want to check it out, what is the best way of getting to where you're at? Where is it?
Well, the best way is maps. 4008 Healy Court, Healy.
400, say it again.
4008 Healy Court.
4008 Healy Court. And I haven't been out this year. We're going to come out, I believe, this weekend. But it's a heck of a display. I mean, you've got every year it gets bigger and bigger, and you raise money for Shriners Hospital, which is great. And each year you raise more money. Now, do you have a goal that you're trying to hit? Have you already surpassed it?
Well, my goal after last year, I think it was around 8,600.
Okay.
I thought maybe I could reach 10,000 this year because I did a few more improvements on my little 33-night amusement park, and I was hoping, and all 5 of the I've got 2 different train rides.
Okay.
The first one is called the Little Chiefs ride, and it's got 5 individual diesel body engines. For each of the kids can be their own engineer, and they all go around the track independently.
Yeah,
and the idea, there's a theme here. The idea is that they start out in the front yard, which is my current day Christmas land, and they go through Candy Cane Lane into a land of love, I call it. Then they enter my runway over to the side of the house, which they enter my time tunnel. The time tunnel takes them back to the year 1965, where they end up in the middle of a drive-in movie theater showing the 1965 movie, A Charlie Brown Christmas. And I've got, once they get back here, that's where I'm at right now because I'm working on train number 2. They get back here and they see another train going around the little playground, and which many drive-in theaters back in the day had little miniature train rides going around their playground, which is the first time that I saw one was when I was 4 or 5 years old over at the Skyview Drive-In in Belleville.
That's right. Yeah, that's because we saw the Channel 2 segment. Actually, we played it on the show last week, and it's amazing what you have because you actually have a drive-in movie theater in your backyard. And that's something that I've always wanted, but my wife said, no, you can't do that. It's very impressive, and again, it's for the Shriners Hospital. It gets bigger every year. It's 4008 Healy Court. That's in Afton, correct? Is that the south?
Well, I'm right on the Afton, South St. Louis City border.
Okay.
I'm right off of Weber Road between Highway 55 South and Morganford.
Got it. Okay. Well, I tell you what, we're going to have people come out and see you. Just Google that or MapQuest it, however you do it. And then you're open every day, correct? Except Sunday?
Every night, 5 to 9, and train rides, weather permitting. Okay. And I go every night through New Year's Eve, including Christmas night, or Christmas Eve and Christmas night.
Wow, you're a busy guy. Okay, my friend, my cousin. Well, I've got to get these people to Ted Drew's because they're getting ready to mutiny and they don't know why I hijacked the bus. But I'm glad they made donations.
I'm sure you'll explain it too.
I'll do my best. Well, thanks for joining us, and we want everybody to come out and see you. Okay?
Come out and see Rails of Fun Holiday Park.
You got it. We'll see you this weekend. Bye-bye. All right. That was my cousin Jeff Uhlemeyer. And the thing, it is really quite impressive, and he does a great job, and he raises money for Shriners Hospital. So it's all. My grandfather, he was big with the Shriners Hospital. Not that he was in the Shriners Hospital, but just you get the idea.
He liked the hats mostly.
He liked those fez
The hats are cool.
Yeah, that's the only reason I couldn't be a Shriner is because I don't think a fez on a mullet would look good. Do you think so? Is that being vain and just a little self-centered?
I think it works
because
you got the mullet, you got the little tassel hanging down from the hat. I mean, yeah.
You think
wind blowing through your tassel? Oh, everyone loves that.
Wind blowing through my tassel in the love tunnel, and this is Andy.
I was okay until he talked about the love tunnel, and then I thought, and I look at you, and we're both giggling like kids in a middle school class.
I just kept thinking to myself, this is wrong. I can't be. But I was just thinking if he were just hey, you want to come back to see my love tunnel? I mean, I don't know how that would work.
Well, you got the land of love too.
The land of love too. I mean,
that goes into the love tunnel.
Yeah. Crazy, I tell you. It's just wacky. Joey, I'm going to let you finish us off with do you have any Christmas wishes for everyone out there?
Well, I am in charge of the Christmas marathon that's going to happen on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day at the radio station. It is a pageantry of sorts with Christmas music and stories, and I've got 90 seconds I need to fill. So if we can come up with something after the show where we just tell the listeners that we love them and thanks for listening, I'm going to put that into the show, and it's going to be encapsulated in time forever.
It is?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I guess we should do it.
So tune in, News Talk STL, Christmas Eve, Christmas Day. You'll hear our pageant that's going to play over on a loop all day and all night. Yeah. And then Coach Tom and Todd and I will be together.
That sounds wonderful, and then that'll be a wonderful Christmas memory for everyone,
Absolutely.
whether they want it to or not. Well, we're going to go do that. We're going to tape this. It's going to be great. We're going to take pictures. We're going to eat Conn's potato chips, and we're going to go have fun in the love tunnel. Oh, no, we're not. No, that doesn't sound right. Hey, well, I hope you all have a wonderful Christmas like we are. Don't listen to the Paul McCartney song because it's not very good. But like I always say on the Right Mind Show, if you don't have a right mind, you don't have a mind at all. Merry Christmas, everyone, for myself, Todd Schowalter, my bestest buddy and bestest buddies, Joey V. and Coach Tom. Till next time. Bye-bye.
Thanks for tuning in to The Right Mind Show with Todd Schowalter. To find out about all things Todd, go to StudioTodd.com. We will see you next Saturday night at 5 p.m. right here at 101.9 94.1 News Talk STL, and always streaming online at NewsTalkSTL.com.